Waddles and the Ultra Beast. Sounds like a kid's book. Sort of.
Welcome back to our Gravity Falls and cryptid-inspired region.
Great by Fruity Art, link in description, of course.
Episode, you tracked Cordelia to an abandoned cabin.
We sure did, and we had a battle for it. A good battle. With cool Pokemon. Pun not intended. I also like how the Rotom Dex bike looks. It looks like how I made my outfit in Sword and Shield. I got a Snover early on. I'm like, well, I guess I'm gonna look like this because white's a nice color.
Piece of technology.
The color black and the color white are just eternally always awesome. In style.
Heck yeah, we are.
Especially black. It's never out of style.
And I guess I shouldn't be using family solely as unpaid labor. So we're gonna go have some fun.
Apparently it breaks some laws.
There's a fair in town, and well, I definitely won't be using this as an excuse to put up flyers for the Research Shack tours.
Yeah, sure,
you Since you were the one who actually found the missing component, Cordy, why don't you tag along?
Yo, seriously, Professor Pines?
And what about
we're going to the amusement park.
Who also found a piece of that machine and taught the twins a valuable lesson about how awesome Pokemon battles are and the power of friendship.
Sure,
the true superpower of teamwork.
But you two are gonna help me put up posters while we're there. Oh, and kids,
it's still on the paycheck.
Some of the locals at the fair.
Still on time, that's what I mean.
Most of them tend to be a bunch of nutcases, so you've been warned.
Lots of Pokemon battles.
Pokemon Mystery Research Shack team, let's head out.
That's a really clunky name. How about Love Patrol Alpha?
No.
Fighting Zigzagoon.
Not terrible.
Quit saying anything.
We don't have a lot of amusement parks in Pokemon games, so it'd be nice to mix up a little bit. We've seen plenty of them in the anime, but in games, not a lot.
Sister Maple for a while until she lets out an excited gasp and runs to a fair booth.
Oh my!
Is that supposed to be one of those shoot the eggs thing?
Egg here.
You two want to play? I'm Terry, the mayor of, and in my off time, I run the Pokemon daycare.
I'm fabulous!
To give homes to some of the Pokemon eggs. All you have to do is toss a ring and have it land on an egg.
I hate that one bit of hair on his chest.
A bit of a challenge, but the two of you are both able to get your hands on a Pokemon egg.
Now, in order for these,
it wouldn't be a Pokemon battle, so it would be a mini game most likely.
The more steps you take, the more they can sense how much you care about them, and the faster they will hatch.
And then you will hatch a Wynot.
Little egg, I already love you.
Or a Pichu. I wanted an Elekid, you son of a.
And with that, Maple has begun doing laps around the whole fair in order to hatch her new egg.
Let's be honest, this is what some of us would be doing. Heck, sometimes I would turn on the game just to run in circles for a while.
So, Cordy, this whole fair thing is pretty
He looks even more like a vampire in this version.
It's kind of fun.
I like how some cartoons just be like, how do we portray them as edgy? Draw Dracula.
What?
More or less.
Do you want to see it?
Sure.
I got it from that egg game. It's pretty hardcore, like me.
Valentino lets his newest catch out of its Pokeball. Okay, I'm not gonna say
a Galarian Obstagoon.
As I'm hoping people can maybe guess where it's gonna go.
Which was redundant now that I say it, but still.
A baby Pokemon that is a cute little piece of candy. I love the character Candy from Gravity Falls, so I wanted to work in the swirl from her candy costume. And I figured this would also be a nice place to bring back some of that puking gnome inspiration.
It kind of reminds me of Beware's pre-evolution. I forget the name. Yeah, sure. Keep telling yourself that.
A wee piece of candy.
Stuffle. That was the name of the pre-evolution. It was Stuffle. I just remembered randomly.
Shiny is a pretty subtle reference to the show. Let me know if anyone picks up on that. Okay, let's go ahead and meet Rapid, the candy Pokemon. While it does have
it's
legs,
pure fairy. It's not even a little dark.
To slide around on its multicolored
like how we also took the goblins puking thing. We just added that again, so we technically double dipped on the goblins or elves, but it's okay. Double dipping a little's alright.
Spitting up sugars onto its trainer. Rabbit cannot resist sweets and even eat the candies that others.
This thing is walking diabetes. I just want you to know that, fam.
So that prevents it and its friends from falling asleep. And the hidden ability is Sticky Hold.
You think diabetes is a thing in the world of... don't overthink it. It's fiction. Don't think too hard.
But who knows? As it evolves, maybe it'll match his vibe a bit better.
Maybe.
This little booger is pretty stinking cool.
It doesn't even fit on screen. The bar covers it.
New one?
Sure.
Cordelia and Valentino.
Wow, that's how
wandered
tiny it
off
is on
into
scale. The
game,
boot, her
and
boot is
after
bigger
they
than
do,
it.
A rich girl on her phone nearly walks right into you.
Oh, this bitch.
Hey,
Well, I like how we
watch
aged
where
her
you're
up.
Going. Oh, I know who you are. You're one of the twins that stay.
If we're gonna make the characters look taller, then we gotta make the other characters do the same. This is the kid characters.
Got to keep running.
You need a fire Pokemon with flame body. It helps.
Your whole family is a bunch of weirdos. Out of my way, you poor.
It's just you
Oh,
poor.
hey.
Ah, you
We're in
bitch.
That's Atlantica. Her family are the richest.
Because she was
people in town, so
Pacifica
she's
in the
like us.
show. I remember that for a fact.
Hey,
She's
you
the
wanna go get
biggest.
some corn
There's
dogs?
always
We
that
got,
rich
like, the
bitch
best
in
corn dogs
television.
here.
It sounds enticing. But
It's a
before
stereotype
we
that
get
suits
any
because there's always gonna be
loud
rich
crash
people in the
nearby,
world, no matter
and a
what
woman
era.
runs in.
Watch out, everyone! There's a bizarre Pokemon on a rampage, and it's coming this way!
That ain't good.
A very strange-looking Pokemon bursts.
Guzzlord, what are you doing
ready
here?
To cause destruction. It's so bizarre that you wonder if this is one of those Ultra Beasts that people have mentioned. Yep. Time.
Again, here we go.
True
What is
Ultra
called
Beast.
Waddles and the Ultra
We've
Beast.
had a couple Ultra Beasts that have had time to adapt to the Hoenn region, but this will be our first new arrival. When Ultra Beasts first showed up back in Sun and Moon, I was not really a fan, but over time I have really grown to appreciate how out there the designs get to be.
Yeah, they do get kind of crazy. Some are better than others, of course,
Oh,
but
and
you know.
this drawing process looks a little strange.
Looks
That's
cool.
because I knew how I wanted it to be animated, and that just
Ah,
made a
you
few
thought the
extra
animation
steps.
before the
Now,
drawing.
we're
Probably
starting
good to
out
think
simple
ahead,
with
long
some
term.
Dungeons and Dragons inspirations. The Beholder is a classic D&D monster that
Of
I'm
course.
combining with the good old 20-sided dice.
Everyone
from
knows the
Dungeons
Beholder.
and
Even if you
Dragons.
don't think you know the
We
Beholder,
get
you know the
something
Beholder.
that's mainly just
You've
a
seen in
mouth,
some
like
form
its
of
all
fiction.
teeth, which is nice and weird. That's what I want. But it's also not too complex, as this is designed to be the first of a series of Ultra Beast bosses to deal with. The colors were easy enough.
An
as
Ultra
I
Beast
knew I
boss.
wanted this
Boss
to be our
boost.
first dragon type of the region.
Dragon?
Though, with the shiny, I nabbed some of those D&D logo colors, and it turned out pretty good. Okay, let's confront our first Ultra Beast. This is Beholdrake,
Ooh.
the observation Pokemon.
That's good at
UB
thinking ahead
Watcher
with the
is a relatively
animation.
weak Ultra Beast compared to others that have been spotted in the
Ooh.
Hoenn region. With their multiple eyes, Beholdrake are nearly impossible to sneak up on. They usually keep their jaw-like head together, but when provoked, will pull it apart to expose a gargantuan eye inside. Beholdrake's center eye is able to fire a
Reminds me
wide
of
range
Reggie
of
Draco
elemental
in a
beams.
way.
Its ability is Keen Eye.
Not in
I
a
know
bad way,
traditionally
just in a
Ultra Beasts
way, you
have
know?
Beast Boost as their ability, but I thought that would be boring to just continue. They'd all be the same, right? So it.
Well,
gets
yeah,
Beast
but that's
Boost
their
as
thing.
Its hidden ability instead.
I do kind of want a Pokemon region based off the
This is
Ultra
like
Beast, though. Just because I find it really cool that Poipo's a
We gotta get
starter,
these
and they
people
just,
outta
like,
here.
drop that. It's
If we
like,
can
is
make
it the
people
only
feel
starter?
safe,
Are there more starters? Tell me more!
People to
No,
safety
we're just gonna
as
abandon
they
this concept and
challenge
move it on to the
strange
next game.
beasts in
Lame!
battle. It is
They keep doing that, and it
incredibly
bothers
strong,
me.
especially for this early in the story, and it takes out a bunch of your Pokemon. When you do finally
They just keep
get
introducing
it,
cool new concepts and then
try to
doing
catch
nothing
it,
with
but
them,
your
except for
Pokeballs
that
just
one game.
bounce off of it right
Ugh.
away. So it looks like catching
Or
new
that one
Ultra
generation, I
Beasts
should
isn't
say.
something that you're capable of
No,
just
you need a
yet.
Beast Ball.
The Beast
Pokeballs can
leaves,
catch
and
Ultra
people begin
Beasts, but it's
shuffling
like a
back in,
0.1%
but unfortunately,
chance.
Much of the fair has been destroyed.
Nice
Ugh.
work. I can't believe you stopped that thing.
We didn't even get to go on the Ferris
I
wheel!
was still running.
Or roller coaster!
I am feeling it.
But it'll all be worth it.
Maple takes one more step, and to her delight, her
Oh.
Pokemon egg hatches.
I thought she was gonna take one more
it's
step and then she
time for
face
everyone's
plants
favorite little
out of
baby,
exhaustion.
Waddles.
Ah, yeah,
Now,
this is
I
where
knew I had
Waddles
to get
gets
a Waddles Pokemon in here, but there are two
I forgot which one was Waddles, then he
challenges
started
to
drawing
do.
a pig. It's like, that one! I remember that one!
He really does basically look like a Pokemon already. Like, he really does. Look at him. And
I mean,
secondly, needed to
I
find
could
a
kinda see it.
that I could still use as inspiration.
It's a pig.
Luckily, there is
There is a pig
big-like
Pokemon now, thanks to
beastie
Gen
that I
9.
just couldn't
Lechonk.
pass on. This is the squonk, of course, from the Hemlock Forest of Pennsylvania, another silly American cryptid. The squonk
It looks
is
so
all
cursed, especially that
crinkly
bottom
and
image. It's just
gross-looking,
crying.
and it knows
Ugh.
it. It is so aware of how ugly it is that it is horribly depressed and cries all of the time. So we get a sad
Insert.
Waddles.
It's
And
just
I
like
was
me
able
for
to take
real,
that
for real
wrinkly
here.
Skin and folds and whatnot, and use them to suggest a maple sweater. Helps us slide the needle towards cute, while still referencing both things.
Hey,
I almost
that's good.
made this thing a water type, as it would have been totally justified with all the tears.
It's all the crying, yeah.
But I decided it wasn't best to give one of the 3 starter types to Maple's ace. So we went in that direction. Okay, let's go ahead and meet Maple's
Plus,
new
you don't want to
bestie.
run into the
This
Gen 4
is
problem of too many water types.
the
Or actually, a
ugly
lot of
face
generations had that problem. It's not just a Gen
This
4 problem.
unfortunate creature is
The
covered
shiniest
with
pink, that is
red
correct. That's the
sun
same thing
rays.
Lechonk did, and that was also
Swallow,
correct.
hatch, knowing
No
exactly
notes.
how unappealing they are, and quickly become consumed by self-loathing. Though extremely
Aw.
rare in the Hoenn region, they are easy to track as they leave trails of tears wherever they go. Fortunately, a loving trainer can turn their melancholy demeanor around. Its ability is Drizzle. We got to get those tears in there somehow. And that
Yeah,
sets
we can have a
up
little
rain
water in
whenever
there.
it enters battle, and the hidden ability
If it has Drizzle, that means it's going to be broken in Gen 5 with the Water Wars. I mean, the Weather Wars.
A shiny, it's
Ah.
cute and adorable, and Maple nearly faints.
Man, I say this entire friggin' town, well, most of it anyway, this entire amusement park,
Your whole
and you
family
got the
is
shiny? Oh.
Hey, Atlantica.
Ain't
This
that just
family
the odds
is a
sometimes?
disaster, but it's this sickeningly sweet angel.
This family is a disaster. Every family ever
This little idiot stood their
is a
ground
disaster,
and
but
said,
it's our disaster.
"Ultra Beast."
Yeah, these dudes, like, totally rock.
So why don't you go back to your mansion and bleach your hair some more?
Ooh.
Whatever.
Oh,
I did always
there
love
you
their
are.
direction, just
I
like
just wanted to thank you for saving
the dirt poor
fair.
versus the upper class
Well,
rich
most
is
of
always
it.
a cliche, but I always get a kick out of it.
I'm Susie, and why don't you bring everyone down to my diner? Pancakes are on me as a reward.
Free is my favorite number.
Let's
Team.
I think you mean Love Patrol Alpha.
Let's get pancakes.
just go eat.
But we'll pick up with pancakes
It's not debate.
in the next episode.
I will hold
Be
you to
sure
that.
leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you are enjoying the series. There is a new puzzle added to the Discord server, so
This
check
was a
out the
cool
video
thing to see.
description
I
for
like the
details
Ultra
on how to
Beast as
join
being a
the
future
Doodle
boss is
Cyber
horrifying.
Fun.
You introduced the Ultra
Ready?
Beast early on with that
Alright, I will
dogs
catch you in
thing
the
and
next
that
one.
with the tentacles,
Later,
and that was
nerds.
good overall. Just to help, just, here's the setup, and now here's the payoff for that. Now instead of an Ultra Beast comes right the frick out of nowhere, you know? And seeing Atlantica and just like, you know, I said it before, just like there's always gonna be that rich one in television. There's always gonna be satisfying to see them get up their freaking, you know, knock down a peg. I don't care what year it is. It never feels bad to see a millionaire just, you know, get it talked down to. There are just some people where it's okay to mock. But shit, people. Anyway, let's get off that topic before I go down a path I don't know if I can come back from. The point, yeah, the fairground for a Pokemon region is a cool one. I hope that they would like. This would be a thing where like they're slowly rebuilding it over time, so you can keep coming back here and playing more games and possibly get more Pokemon. Sort of like the casino from the old games they had to take out for future gens. Like this could be the replacement. Instead, you have instead of casinos, you have fun fair games where you play little mini games to like get credit, and then you can like exchange them for Pokemon that are harder to get. You know. Like, I don't know how you would, I guess with like a roller coaster, you could make it like a shooter in a sense. Just like, hey, throw all the balls into the ring, and then as we go, and then if you get enough, you get a prize. You could do something with that, you know? I think Super Mario Sunshine has a similar thing with its roller coaster. We just squirt a balloon a bunch or something like that. I don't remember off the top of my head, but it's just like, you can do something here. Like, hey, you can actually like pull out a water type and have it be the squirt gun essentially. There's something you can do with that. Like, I don't know what you would do with a Ferris wheel. Maybe, like, you charge, like, you have to mash the A button to make it use an electric type to charge the Ferris wheel, I guess, to get it moving. there's something you could do. I feel like the fairground is an interesting concept that you can keep coming back to. And if freaking Game Freak watches for whatever ungodly reason, please feel free to steal this idea. I don't even need credit. Just, it would probably be a good idea. But yeah, a fun fair for a Pokemon game, in a Pokemon game rather, is an interesting concept. Odds are if this was Game Freak, they'd just be like, it's destroyed forever, and we're just not going to fix it because this is how it looks now. But what are you going to do? Anyway, it'd be cool if they'd come back to that. And that Beholder is going to be a thing to look out for in the future. We can't catch it because we're not strong enough yet, but just the fact... Imagine you could catch it, though. Like, I imagine they said it's a 0% chance, but just imagine it's a 0.1, you know? It's one of those. It is... I do love in this video game where it's like you have a 0.1% chance of winning, and then you do, and the game is screwed. It's like, what do we do now? I don't know. I guess we end. It's like, I think there was a freaking... what was it? Paper Mario, the first one, where you can technically beat. I think the opening is that you have to fight Bowser, because of course it is. I don't think you're allowed to beat Bowser, but if you like hack the game so that you do, and you, then the game just crashes, because it's like you're not supposed to win. It's funny. Anyway, yeah. There's good stuff with cool new Pokemon. I'm glad I checked out the frickin' emo guys. It'd be interesting to see how his candy evolves. It evolves into dark chocolate. Let's just be real here. That's how it evolves. It just becomes dark chocolate flavored. Or maybe it'll be like a Beware. Anyway, I guess we'll find that out next time, because I gotta end this video at some point. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Later.